Let's get ready for a full body yin yoga practice. Welcome back to Devi Daily Yoga, where today's session is a deep yin stretch where we'll hold poses quietly for 2 to 3 minutes at a time. You won't need any props. Just go ahead and begin the practice lying down on your belly and coming right into Sphinx pose. So come onto your belly and lower down gently onto your elbows. Place your palms on the floor and let the tops of your feet relax on the floor. And give your hips a little wiggle so you can feel the hip flexors and the low belly softening down against the support of the earth. And now with your inhale, let your heart lift, let the crown of your head lift, and let your legs become heavy. Allow the eyes to close if you'd like, and begin to feel the stretch in the lower back and the sacrum. And breathe into what you feel as you rest. For the second half of our time in this pose, option to stay here or to lift into seal, simply widening the hands a bit and straightening the arms. Continue to breathe and soften. Slowly release and rest your head on top of stacked hands. Feel the effects of the pose as you rest in stillness, noticing the sensations in your lower back and your sacrum. Gently lift the head now and slowly bring the hands to either side of the chest. Press your hips up and back to come into child's pose. Send your hips back toward your heels. Take your arms out in front, palms on the floor, elbows on the floor, forehead to the floor. Rest and breathe as you feel the spine bending the opposite way. And now slowly come up and come to hands and knees. And from hands and knees, set the arms up for melting heart. Bring the hands a few inches in front and settle your heart down As you come into a back bend with your upper body, feel the stretch in your shoulders. You may bring your chin to the ground or your chest if that feels good. Or you might keep them hovering as you breathe into this stretch of the ribs, this back bend of the middle and upper spine, relaxing and softening with each exhalation. Slowly release. And now rest your elbows and forearms on the floor and clasp your fingers so your elbows are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. And we'll take some circles to the right and back and around all the way to the front, and change directions to circle the other way. And continue 2 more times in each direction. And last time toward the front, and now we'll return to hands and knees so we can transition into a seated position. I'm going to take the left foot in front of the right knee to come into a deer shape. And from here, make our way back into half saddle. You might stay on the elbows and rest here. We're going for a stretch in the front of the right thigh and hip. So if you're comfortable coming farther, maybe you rest on the elbows, maybe back over a cushion, or maybe all the way to the floor. Wherever you are, breathe into the stretch you feel, making any adjustments you need to your leg position. If you want to experiment with the left leg, you could have the knee up instead of out to the side. Wherever you end up, let the upper body soften into the floor. Find a comfortable angle of your arms to rest. And breathe into the stretch. Slowly release, slowly push up into an upright position and come into half butterfly. Extend your left leg forward and flip this leg around so you can bring your right foot to your inner upper thigh. And come forward over this leg, hands to the shin, the ankle, or the foot. Relax over the leg and soften into what you feel in the spine and the back of the leg. Releasing tension with every breath, with every exhale. Slowly release. Bring your spine upright. And from here, we're going to take it into sleeping swan. Flip around so your right leg is in front. Arrange the legs so that you can square your hips. We'll inhale, lift up through the chest. Take a moment here in this back bend. And now as you exhale, come forward, resting wherever's comfortable on your elbows, or your forehead can rest on your hands or on the floor. Adjusting as needed so you feel a stretch in the outer right hip. And breathe into the outer right hip, the area of the right buttock. Soften with every breath that you exhale. Slowly rise up and take a seat over onto your right hip. Bring your back leg in and just take this knee right up to meet the right foot. We're coming into our deer on the second side and preparing for half saddle on this side. Leaning back, once again, maybe it's straight arms, maybe it's elbows that you're resting on, maybe coming onto the back. Find a comfortable angle of the arms. Breathe into the stretch now in the front of the left hip and the front of the left thigh. Slowly now release. Gently push up to sit upright. And once you're upright, take it into your half butterfly, right leg forward, flip the left leg around, bring the foot to the inner upper thigh, turn toward your right leg, and slowly and gently come forward into your forward bend. Resting when you feel a good stretch in your lower back and the back of your leg. Hands might be on the leg or the floor or the foot. Wherever you land, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And relax here. Slowly release half butterfly and taking it into sleeping swan with our swivel around to bring the left leg in front, bring the left knee into a comfortable position and settle your hips so you can inhale, lift up through your chest, take a moment in this wonderful back bend. And now exhale, slowly come forward, resting however you're comfortable, finding this stretch in the left glutes. Slowly release and slowly sit over onto the left hip. Bring the back leg around and come into cross legs, seated position. Sit with your spine tall. Feel what's happening in your body at this moment. Taking this upright seated rebound. Notice the energy moving through your spine. Notice the feeling of your breath moving in and out. Gently open your eyes and come into caterpillar by taking your legs out in front, and you can maybe use your hands to draw the flesh back from under your sitting bone, and go ahead and climb the hands forward on the legs to end up either on the shins or the ankles or the feet. Allow your spine to softly round through the shoulders and the upper back. Feel the stretch in the backs of your legs and the entire back body, from the sacrum and hips up to the neck and shoulders. And breathe as you relax. Now slowly release. Come upright with your spine and slowly come all the way down onto your back. On the back, hug your knees in towards your chest and take this upside down child's pose as a rebound, as a time to feel what's happening in the body. If you'd like to make some very slow and gentle circles with the knees or rock side to side, just take this time to follow the energy that's moving through your body and breathe into what you're feeling. And now we'll come into a spinal twist. You can touch your feet down to scoot the hips to the left and then bend the knees and bring them over to the right. Extend your left arm out to the left. Let your right hand anchor the legs down. And if you'd like to cross the knees, that's one option. And the other option is to not cross them and just keep them stacked. And breathe and soften. Slowly release the twist, unwinding the knees. Come back to center and take it right to the other side. Move slowly, hips to the right, knees up and over to the left, optionally crossing right knee over the left. And reaching out through your right arm. And breathe into the twist in your spine. Slowly release. Bring the knees back up to center and stretch your body out into Savasana, extending arms and legs, maybe spreading it out into a star shape, which is our yin version of Savasana. Whatever shape you're taking, let your shoulders and hips be fully relaxed and allow the energy to flow through your hips and your shoulders and your spine. Relax your hands and your feet. Take a breath into the chest and breathe out, softening the weight of your body into the floor. And now take a deeper breath into your belly and into your heart. As you exhale, wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Gently stretch your arms over your head and stretch your legs down long, and take another deep breath. Exhale, breathe out as you bend your knees and roll onto the side. And slowly push up into a comfortable seat. Sit with your spine tall. Rest your hands on your knees. Breathe in and feel the upright position of your spine. Breathe out and feel your body connected to the earth through your sitting bones. Let your hands rest on your knees. Breathe in to fill your belly and your chest. Breathe out and feel your sit bones rooting down into the ground. Breathe in, feel the crown of your head rise up. Breathe out and feel your shoulders draw back and down. Gently open your eyes, circle your arms around, and let your palms meet up over your head and lift your gaze. And draw the hands down in front of your heart. And that's the end of our full body yin practice today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank yourself for taking this time to take good care of yourself and to calm your system. Let me know how you liked this practice in the comments below. I hope to see you again soon the next time we practice together. Namaste.